have you start rolling first. Six. All right. What do you got for six? Put some bets down real quick. Yo, so how do you guys feel about dating an athlete or a celebrity? Like, would you date a professional athlete? You know, obviously, a basketball player, football player, whatever the case is, or a celebrity, so movie star or a rock star or something like that. And you as well.
I mean, I guess it depends on the personality. I'm not doing it just because they're famous or whatnot, because like with fame comes like a lot of
attention.
Yeah, like a lot. Yeah, basically a lot of attention. But like, I'm not with that like double life shit. You know.
Okay. So what have you ever?
No, I really don't care for it, to be honest. Like I've had a lot of like, I actually got some DMs in my fucking on my Instagram right now from like athletes and stuff, and I ignore them. Because I feel like they're kind of entitled.
Okay.
You know, but if I did meet somebody and they had a great personality and we hit it off in that way, then it's different.
You feel like they did like a copy and paste? You know what I'm saying? Like hit different type of females
I
together?
think, yeah, they're in everyone's inbox.
You're a very attractive woman though, so I wouldn't blame you trying to hit you.
Thank you.
So that being said, right, let's say you would, would you be okay with them being unfaithful to you?
Fuck no. That's the reason I wouldn't date him.
Okay, because
that's like, to me, like I think like infidelity is like the worst. You know,
okay.
Like some people look the other way, they don't mind, but I can't. It just eats me up inside.
Okay. What about you, Jim?
I don't know. To be honest, man, if I was to even get involved with that, I mean, it shows signs of weakness if I was to let him like go ahead and cheat outside of me, and I just let him do that because what they're paying for my finances, taking care of everything for me. For me, that's a little bit too weak, and I'm not weak-hearted, so I wouldn't really allow it.
Okay. So what we're getting at pretty much is if your partner's financially taking care of you, right? You don't got to work. They're doing everything for you. If they're unfaithful to you, you wouldn't turn the other cheek, obviously, right?
I mean, it depends what everything is, because I don't have that many bills, but maybe I could acquire some more bills.
No, but I'm talking about financially covering you all the way. You don't have to work at all. All you got to do is go on vacations if you want to go on vacation, or.
I mean, that sounds kind of nice.
Okay. So.
Like
Can I cheat too?
Well, that's up to you, right? That's up to you, because if you're turning the other cheek, you never know. Maybe you could be doing the same thing. If you're not working, if you're not having to go out and get the bag, right? Then you have a lot of free time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but then again, that would be living a double life too. Maybe you don't even let your celebrity know that you're actually out there doing the dirt, because he's out there or she's out there doing her thing, paying for all your bills, and you're just home, whatever, and you doing your thing too. So I mean, I don't know.
But it's crazy though. You see that the perspective just changed, because you just said right now, infidelity, I can't deal with it, right? But now, if they're covering you financially, things change a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The aspect, the perspective on someone's like, well, maybe they're doing everything for me. Maybe I give them a little leeway on something. You know what I mean?
I guess mostly it's like how you start off in a relationship, because if I was like happy and everything, like if I knew what I was getting into, I think I'd probably be more inclined to looking the other way. But if I'm like, if we're starting off a certain way and then all of a sudden you're hitting me with this whole like thing, I don't know if I would be okay with it.
I would say it's like how much you involved, like how comfortable would you feel about a person actually going out in a relationship. Like if you're cool with it, then you should go for it, like letting them take care of you and do everything, and let them do the thing because they're taking care of you.
But you're talking about if they disclose it in the beginning, or what are you referring to there? How? Get a little more specific with that.
Well, I mean, basically, I would say, I don't know if it's the beginning, but I mean, pretty much.
Like you meet a celebrity. She's a female. She's an actress. She's a millionaire. She tells her, "Hey Jay, you know what? I think you're a great guy. But I don't want to settle down. I'll take care of you financially. You'll be my man. You'll be my lover. But there's gonna be times that I will do things on my own." How do you feel about that?
Yo, I don't know. It's a catch-22, a double-edged sword. But I ain't gonna lie, that pitch right there had me open. Let's run it a little bit.
So I think that at first glance, it's kind of easy to say yeah, right? Because it's kind of setting you up for an ideal situation. Because you're making the decision. At that point, they're giving you the option to make the decision. They're not lying you into a situation.
Yeah.
Like not telling you, saying, yeah, I'm going to give you the world, you're the only one, right? But then when you start to gain feelings for that person,
Yeah,
right?
that's when
As
the whole
time
thing-
goes on and you start to love that person, now you sense you tend to get a feeling of you want to be territorial, kind of like as a man, I think. You know what I mean? Where you're like, because I've been in a situation where I asked someone, "What do you want me to be? Your other man? You want me to be your lover? Like I know you got a man, but what do you want from me?" You feel me? At a very young age too. But at some point, I was like, "Man, I'm invested. I'm getting emotionally invested now," and that's where it got kind of tricky for me. You feel me? So that's why I like to ask that question, because for women, I think if you're getting taken care of fully, sometimes women think of the finance aspect more than the emotional aspect. But when the emotional starts to kick in, now you start to get a reality check, and you're like, "Wait, I'm not working or nothing. I got so much time. Where the fuck is my man at?" You feel me?
Well, let me ask you something. Let me ask you, like, is there a difference between a female actually looking for financial stability in this case, or like how would you feel about a man looking at it in the same way?
Wait, but there's men that are always looking for financial stability. Like I'm pretty sure you've
It's-
been men.
I mean,
And their
yeah,
partner?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what, like if you're in a situation like that, I think the best thing to do would be like establish yourself with their money then. And then that way, if you really don't want to be in that, just get the fuck
No,
out.
we're not talking about. We're not talking about average person. We're talking about a celebrity who's wealthy.
Yeah, but exactly what you just said. So if the celebrity's giving you money, let's say they're giving you $1,500 a week just for you to spend, right? And instead of you spending that, you're stashing it. They're paying for everything else. Build up that bread. You know what I mean? And when you're ready to leave,
That
you
would-
got
Buy some
enough for you to
assets.
leave.
That would be
Then
smart.
you leave. You feel me?
Buy some
That would be
assets,
smart.
start some businesses under your name,
Yeah.
and clear it.
So now, like at the age that you're at right now, would you take that risk though right now? At the age
I
that
would,
you're at right now?
I would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what, you know,
Yeah.
go open up 5 or 6 businesses and then
I
clear it.
ain't gonna front. If I look at my situation right now, I would definitely take a step into that direction. To help, to help better my situation for sure.
Okay.
Especially having 3 girls and everything.
Yeah.
I'll definitely look into that.
Okay. Cool.
Celebrity, shoot your shot.
Scarlett Johansson.
So what about this, guys? Would you date somebody that has like different beliefs or like maybe like comes from like a different culture, different background?
I think that's a little tough, for me at least, because I'm very firm on my spiritual beliefs. So, like for example, let's say, you know, not to judge anyone, but let's say somebody is atheist, for example, right? That kind of goes against my beliefs. And if we establish a future together, we get married or we have kids, now what we're going to pass on to the kids is going to be a little bit troubling to me. You know what I mean? Because I would want my kids to be spiritually sound, right? What about you? What do you think?
I don't really know where I stand, but I mean, being open for me kind of like opens a new sound wave to different cultures, lifestyles, or whatever. But if it has an effect on me that it kind of hurts me, I wouldn't want to deal with it.
But as for like culture, I guess ideally I want somebody that shares like the same culture as me. Like I want someone that understands like, you know, like my like Spanish and like dances, like Spanish
Yes.
music and stuff like
Or
that.
that's open to it at
Yeah.
least, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because for me, like
Yeah.
the culture thing, when you speak about that, I would rather someone that's open to
Learning.
Spanish culture,
Yeah.
right? They don't have to be Spanish,
Yeah.
but I'd rather them
But I need
be.
them to dance Spanish music. If you don't, then you're done.
Well, at least try to learn. You know what I mean? Don't be at every party and just stand there and be like, "Well, I don't dance." Get your ass up. And
Yeah,
just
try. Let me see.
Yeah,
Do something.
yeah. Shake your fucking hips. Do something. Move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Guys, would you date someone with kids? You already have kids.
Ideally, that's what I would want. Because I don't want to have any more kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So like before I had children, I was like, no, you know, but after having children myself, it's like I want someone that has kids so they understand.
Well, no offense, I mean you're a package deal now, right? Somebody can't come and say, "Well, I'm going to date Vanessa, but I'm not going to date her kids." You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
Who?
A lot of men are like that though. Some men just don't want to be a stepdad. Because, and I'll tell you why, right? And I kind of shared that mindset when I was younger. If you come into a relationship where the female has already established kids, now you have a baby daddy or a child's father
Yeah.
that
It's
may be
like
a
a
little
bunch of
crazy, a little
drama.
disgruntled, you know what I mean? He may not want you to play a father role to the kids. So as time goes on, you become closer with the female, you get attached to the kids.
Right.
Right? And I love hard, you know, so if I'm attached to those kids, like I'm gonna see those as my kids, you know, and I'm gonna treat them as so. So if we ever break up, depending on how long we've been in that relationship, right? I'm emotionally invested, so I'm still gonna follow up, I'm still gonna check in. The worst part about that though is, let's say we break up, you start dating someone else, and I'm still invested with the kids. That's bad on my end, you know what I mean? I kind of get like the shitty end of the stick if you think about it.
Yo, that's very important. That's very open. But knowing you, would you let the baby daddy even get the best of you, knowing that you're serious about? I don't really see you getting serious like
No,
that.
like I'm the type that I would sit down with. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like,
we could
I
take
think it has to
we
be
could take
mixed
I think we could take a grown approach to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then again, you got some people that sometimes are a little bit hood. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
and are ignorant in the aspect of, yo, that's my kid, this and that. So we could take it hood, or we could keep it classy. But either way, we got to sit down as men and talk it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we got to make sure that the kids are happy. That's at the end of the day, that's the most important thing.
You see, like before I had children, I used to think like I can't be with a guy that has kids because he's giving that kid all his attention, you know. And I kind of want all that attention on me. It's a selfish thing, I know, but it's how I used to view things. Now it's more like if he has kids, he kind of understands. You know, he understands more. Like he understands that I have to put my kids first.
I mean,
But I've met people that are like single, no kids or whatever, and have potential. So I don't want to like.
Okay.
I don't want to say I won't date someone that doesn't.
It doesn't.
You know.
But you prefer someone that has kids already.
I mean, it would be ideal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, like
Now
moving forward,
Now they want me to have kids. We're kind of done.
it's tough, man. Because I mean, I don't know if I would date someone that doesn't have kids, because they wouldn't know any better. But you know, on the flip side of the coin is she might have that personality that has that forgiving personality, willing to take me on, like me for who I am, and also show some loving to my kids too. But it's only a matter of time when I get to know somebody. In these days and age, everybody has kids now. You know what I mean? But me having 3 and me dating somebody that has 4, I'm thinking about bigger finances, bigger house. I'm thinking about all type of shit. That my little Honda is not gonna do it anymore. Now I need like 2 trucks. You know what I'm saying? And if I want to take on a female that has these kids, this is what I'm thinking about. And I'm like, do I really want to do that?
Magic school bus.
Yeah. You know?
If you think about it though, someone who brings 4 kids should be established already. If you think about
For
it.
sure.
Right.
Or I don't want to think
Yes,
about that
because if
I
you're
can't
not
do that.
established and you're kind of looking for someone to take care of you because you have so many kids, that's a red flag automatically.
100%.
You can be cool, you can be nice, you can be good looking, but you got 4 kids and you're living check to check, and now you see me as a golden
That's not
opportunity.
somebody
Now
I want.
that's an issue, right?
Yeah,
But if you see, but if you see a female who has 4 kids, she's holding her own. You know what I mean? She has her own place. You know, everything is established. Now that's potential for growth. If you think about it, a lot of times men are more successful when they're married. Believe it or not, they say a lot of men become more successful when they get married. Believe it or not.
I mean, I get it because you're more focused.
Yeah.
Like you already got all that dating and all that shit out the way, all that like fucking being sneaky and stuff like that. Now all you have is your business and stuff to focus on. Give me them bangs. All right, guys. So like this is something I'm actually going through right now. What's your opinion, guys? How long do you think you should wait until you introduce your kids to someone?
Oh, I'll let you answer that first because you actually have kids. So.
Yeah, I have 3 of them, and my kids are very important to me. And I can't really just let a woman, even though I'm feeling her at the point of time, it does take some time to even, because I have an older one, she's 16, so it's going to take some time. I don't know what time it'll be, but I would say at least, roughly, at least a year.
Wow.
At least a year.
That's a long
That's a
time.
lot. What if
It
they
is
don't
a
get
long
along
time.
with your kids?
Huh?
What if they don't get along with your kids? And then you wasted that whole year.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I wouldn't know because I'm not really stepping out like that to even figure it out. But I mean, because the thing is, I don't want to fall into meeting or introducing different women to my kids, meeting different women. So it's like I wouldn't know if a shorty's really down for me or not until I really invest time in them, and then I'll introduce, and then it might turn down.
Yeah, but I would say like a year of hanging out with someone is a long time.
It is.
Especially if you're really into them and you're hanging out daily, right? It boils down to what the chemistry is. Because you can feel like the chemistry from that person. Do they have that nature that likes kids? You know, you'll talk to them. Hey, what do you think about kids?
Like,
Right? If I had kids and I'm dating someone, if I'm dating someone and I have kids, the first thing I'm gonna ask the females, what do you think about kids? How many kids do you want in your life? Do you like kids? Do you not like kids? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could sense people's personality
course.
for sure. But I think like around 4 months, you kind of know if this person's gonna keep going or not.
Yeah.
You know, you
4
kind of
months
get
is
to.
good.
Yeah,
I would say four to normally
Six-
people say
4 to
6
6,
months. Yeah,
yeah.
4 to 6 months.
That's my train of thought, like 6 months.
Yeah, that's
But-
very good. I mean, having all this like this interview like questions. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, my situation is different. You know what I'm saying? My kids don't have their mother now.
No, 100%.
So
So it's
I think it's
more
I think it's a little bit it's a little bit more different. You know what
No, so yeah, your situation's yeah.
You know, so check it. So what if a man is actually like still living with his parents? Like how long or what age do you feel like that he shouldn't even be there, or like would you accept it or not? Like,
Dude, you know what's the worst? Like, I've met guys that live with their parents and show off so much fucking money, and I'm like, yeah, you have no fucking bills.
That's crazy.
Of course
That's
you're
crazy.
fucking-
That's crazy.
You know, like working in the club and stuff like that, you see that.
How
you know?
old are these men though?
Fucking above 30.
Get it.
yo, I can't.
Yo,
But
see,
listen, there's a difference between you living with your parents and your parents living with you.
You
But
know what?
still-
I
yes,
don't
yes,
mind
yes.
the other way around.
Yes
I don't
and no.
mind it.
Yes and no, because a lot of men that are past freaking 25, okay? Because I think 25, at 25 you should already know like where you're headed in life. You're not too young, you're not too old, right? And if you're not on your feet by 25, listen, you need to step it up.
As a parent, now I've been thinking like I don't want my children to move out until they own their own house. So
But you're gonna
that's-
set them. But the difference is you're gonna set them up for success,
Yes,
right? Because
yeah.
you want them to be. The way I see it is, you always want your kids to be more prepared for life than you are, right?
Mhm.
That's your goal as a parent. You know what I mean? So all the knowledge you have, you're gonna trickle that down to your kids. You feel me? And you have girls, right? So when you have girls, you know, a girl can live with her parents until she's like 30. You know what I mean? Even older, right? Because you know it's just a female, daddy's little girl, yada yada. But a man should go out and get his own. I was out my house at 21, and from 21, I never looked back. You have your trials and tribulations, you know what I mean? You're gonna have rough times, you know what I mean? But you gotta go through those things to know how to be successful in life. Because if not, now you start a relationship with someone, like they start a relationship with you. They're living at home with their parents. Now you gotta raise them. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You're gonna raise them. You're gonna take them out the crib. You know what I mean? Say, all right, now fly high. That's
Yeah.
the, sink or swim type thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's different.
And then another thing with that is too that I do have girls, and I always told my oldest, like, even if you want to go away for college, you want to move out, have your own place, no matter what. If time gets hard or whatever, you're always gonna have your spot.
Of course.
You're always gonna have your spot, no matter
Of
what.
course.
So I totally agree with that. But like, if she wants to go ahead and leave the nest and flock and flourish and do her thing, she'll always have a spot. And I have 3 of them, so they'll always have their spot close to me. But I will hope and pray that they're out there and being successful and doing their own thing. But if push comes to shove, they need it, they got a spot on me.
Yeah, my mom's always been like that too. Like I moved out when I was 18, I came back when I was 19, and then I moved the fuck out at 19 and a half. My mom's something else.
Yeah.
but the difference is, right? The average woman doesn't have that mindset, and I say that because I've known a lot of women at that age that weren't thinking about that, weren't thinking about being independent. You're an alpha, and your mindset is of a hustler. You feel me?
Yeah.
You go and get yours. You do what you got to do to make sure that you make your finances right. That mindset is what a lot of people, young people this day and age, don't have. Like us growing up was different, I think, a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Me being raised, my mom always taught me to be independent. She always taught me about finances. She always taught me to be a go-getter, right?
Yeah,
And when
same.
you have that mindset, you're more, at 18, I was ready to get out of my mom's house. I was like, man, I can't wait till I turn 18. Other people are like, I'm chilling. I'm playing
So-
video games.
I know.
I'm getting cooked.
So
They're washing my clothes. But I got taught all those things.
My
I
mom
cook,
always
I clean,
said,
I wash
right.
my own shit.
at
You
a
know what I mean?
very
Yeah.
very
Young.
early age, bro.
Yeah.
No, my mom always said when you're 18, you can do whatever the fuck you want. So I was like, bet.
So what if two people, let's just say hypothetically you guys are dating, right? You don't tell him that you're not on birth control. You're telling him you are on birth control, right? So now he's not using a condom. You guys are both mutually, consensually having sex, right? You get pregnant. Should he be forced to pay child support?
Bro, that's weird. First of all, who does that?
A lot of women do that shit.
Like what?
So a lot of women, and going back to the celebrity thing, a lot of females in the industry do that to celebrities.
I get it with the celebrities, whatever. But I think like at the end of the day, like you should know who the fuck you're sticking your dick inside of.
Yeah, but I mean, you got that. You got that. I'll never take that away from you, right? But if you and him are in a relationship, trust has to be there. If you're telling him, yo, I'm on birth control, you good, daddy. You're good, papi. You know what I mean? And now he's like, I'm gonna get all them guts. You know what I mean? You're enjoying it, and now you trapped the dude. I think that's grimy. Yeah. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be responsible for his kid.
It is grimy to lie like that and have somebody tricking anyone into anything is fucked up.
Yeah, for real. But the thing about it is, now when I think of child support, I'm thinking I'm not with this bitch no more.
Yeah.
So am I with her or am I not?
You're not with her because you know the deal breaker was her getting pregnant. You feel me? She got pregnant. You found out she lied to you, so now you're like, I can't be with you.
Yeah, but
I
at the end of the day,
kids.
The child has nothing to do with this. Like, it's your child.
Okay.
So you need to fucking take care of that kid.
So there's two things though. One thing is paying child support. Another thing is being financially there for your child, right? So you going and putting him on child support versus him saying, all right, listen, we agreed not to have a child, but I'm going to be there financially for him. You feel me? Because child support kind of, and correct me if I'm wrong, it gets taken out of your check automatically.
Yeah,
you know
that gets by the courts.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Regardless, right?
Yeah.
But the courts may set a price or an amount that you have to pay monthly, right? Or you can actually be financially there for your child and you actually be spending more money.
See, but it depends on the bird. She might be grimy enough thinking whatever you're paying is not even enough. But she might fuck herself up by trying to put you on child support and she might end up getting nickels and pennies.
Yeah,
absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
So, how does that work though? Don't they like
they go based on what you
get another
paid?
Job?
No, they go based off what you actually making. But they also take in consideration of your rent and all your utilities that you paying, and then they work with that. I mean, they don't want to put you on a host. They want the female to get paid or whatever. So they go based off that. I mean, I don't know. I never been on child support. I never had to, but I think that shit's just grimy all the way around. I'll be fucking mad that if I got the shorty pregnant after everything she told me and I trust her and she gets pregnant and then she put me on child support or I had to pay child support, I'll be mad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I would work at it because at the end of the day, that is my child. So it's kind of like having a soft heart somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get why somebody wouldn't want to take care of their kid financially. Like, a lot of guys, I've heard them say, oh, she's not going to be spending my money. Like, why do you think like that? Like, first of all, my kid's going to have everything they want and need. I want to give my kid a top tier life. So why the fuck am I going to use your little fucking $300-$400 for myself when I want your kid to have fresh shoes? I want your kid to be dressed up with, all the like fashion, up to date, new nice book bag.
That might not be you, but there's a lot of females that just want to eat off the fucking government. But that doesn't stop them from feeling how they feel. A lot of people are selfish out here.
I mean, very true though. That's very true. But a lot of men say, "Oh, I'm not gonna pay child support because I don't want them living off me." They just don't want to be financially responsible for the kid. Bottom line. Right? Yeah. As an adult, as a consenting adult, a responsible adult, you want to give the child support at least to take care of your kid. Whatever the girl does with the money, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You're doing your part. And
mentally, I'm taking care of my kid. That's what I think it's going for. Like,
but you should see, there's been some situations where they're put on child support and the guy's giving it religiously, but then he sees his kid wearing fucking Walmart shit, like, the kid is not being properly fed or dressed properly. Like, what the
go buy your kid their stuff.
Yeah, but then the man is gonna feel obligated to come out more because he's giving direct money, but then also is getting refurbished out of his fucking check too.
So right now, like for example, you have children, right?
Yeah.
So how does it work with you? Like how does child support work with you?
So I have 2 baby daddies, and one of them is awesome. He does everything. The other one not so much. So I but I'm not gonna press anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like. If you don't want to do it for your kid, you don't want to do it for your kid. I'm going to do it for my kid. So
in other words, none of them are on child support by the court?
No, none of them are on child support.
You want to do it?
But they come through when they need to.
Oh, that's good.
You know?
Has there ever been a situation where you actually like, yo, listen, my daughter's, what's your daughter's name? Oh, forget about that. But birthday party's coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they be like, yo, I need, $150. Have they ever given you a problem about that?
I mean, like I said, one of them is not as giving. Yeah. The other one will take care of everything.
Oh, nice.
And even take care of the first one.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
okay. That's dope.
like
that's dope. That's a real man right there.
Yeah.
That's respect.
But the other one's like, does she really need all that? Yeah. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Wow. Do you allow him to see the kid though?
Yeah. I'm not gonna stop their relationship at all. But I let her know, like, I got you that.
You're a good mom, though. That's the, you know, a lot of times females, when they don't get the financial backing, they'll restrict the kid from seeing the parent. And I don't know about you guys, but I think that's even worse.
No, yeah.
Right?
I feel like you shouldn't restrict your kids from seeing their parents at all. Plus, I need the fucking space. Like, honestly, go to your newborn, your dad's.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I need the help.
It kind of helps you out. Yeah. I don't know, but me personally, man, I always use protection, bro. I'm always fucking with a condom on, so.
So you mean to tell me, hold on. You mean to tell me, yeah.
No gloves, no love.
I think that's a little cap. I think that's a little bit of cap, buddy.
Man.
So you mean to tell me there's never been a time, how old are you now?
This man just got signed with Trojan.
39.
Hey, what's your post? What's the post?
Yeah.
So you've never had a female tell you, I'm allergic to condoms?
Yo, female.
Oh my God.
No,
Bitches do that.
No, they tell me that, and I
Dude.
say, hey, I don't know what to tell you. It's not gonna pop off.
That's fucking
no glove,
weird for a bitch.
no glove, no love.
Get your lambskin.
See, but
Yes.
The
Yeah,
hell?
See, but
see?
this-
Look at that. There you go.
the problem,
There you go.
all right, and I get that, and I'm learning about that. I just learned about it now. I just had a recent conversation about that because she was telling me she's.
But you've been using condoms all your life. How you just learning about lambskin?
I didn't just learn about landscape. I just thought all latex is latex. I don't know. Yo, hold the fuck on.
Don't be clapping on me,
Yeah,
nigga.
hold the fuck on, nigga. Yo, listen. First of all, I've been married for a long time, so I didn't really have to use condoms. So me getting back out there, I'm going for the first thing I see with this Trojan fucking lifestyle, whatever the fuck. Those are all latex condoms.
Yeah.
And I'm going for the deal too, nigga. You know, 12 for $3.99, nigga.
Broken.
Damn.
Right. Yo, so listen. So now I'm hearing the lambskin. I'm like, oh shit, you could get that in Publix? Like, I'm thinking this is some new shit you get at the sex store.
Yeah.
Lambskin. Well, it's not
Oh, you can
latex?
get it at Publix?
I don't know, nigga. I'm
I'm
gonna
okay.
check,
I
nigga.
should be able to get it
I don't-
anyway.
I'm okay with the regular ones, to be honest.
But that's what I'm saying. Women are saying, oh, I'm allergic. Well, I'm like, well, we ain't fucking tonight then. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That shit hurts, but what do you want me to do? I got this kind of, oh, well, either you're going to go for it or not, but I'm not
So
fucking
are
wrong.
they really allergic or is it just dry?
I don't know.
I've seen women like flare up though from it.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like hives?
Yeah, no, like the vulva flares up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
I think
it's
some
probably
females
dry.
do it.
It's
Some
probably
females just
dry.
say that just because they don't want to fucking
Listen,
have sex with a condom.
Even the
right?
cameraman knows pre-cum could get a shorty pregnant.
Bro,
Yeah.
I didn't even like who the fuck like if a guy's like wants to use a condom and you don't want to fucking use it, like what the bro, it's usually the other way
But,
around.
yeah. Normally, it's
Like
the other way
it's
around.
usually the guy
But that
like,
might be a person that wants to get pregnant. You feel me? That might be a female that might be like,
Listen,
yo.
I mean,
There's-
I
I'm
guess you're right.
attracted
There's
to
a
you.
lot of thirsty bitches out here
And
trying
there's
to trap a guy with a kid and
Or a
like
celebrity.
let people know. You know how people say like, oh, a baby won't keep a baby daddy. Baby won't keep a baby mama either. That's my baby daddy.
Absolutely.
Yo, listen. There's two things I'm fucking worried about: catching something and getting a female pregnant that I'm not ready for. So, yo, just wrap
No,
it up.
for sure.
If you don't feel nothing, fuck it. You go longer. Whatever, nigga. She gets allergic reaction here, nigga. Go get antibiotics. Whatever. But I'm not going it wrong.
No
Just
glove,
not.
no love.
No
That's
glove,
what-
no
I mean,
love,
That's the best
man.
way to do
No
it.
glove, no
Yeah,
love.
Yeah, for sure.
Little bit of pre-cum scientifically could get a female pregnant.
My mom says
I
my
would-
little sister's a pre-cum baby.
Damn,
nigga.
That's horrible.
I
Was she
know.
short or was she short?
No, stupid.
They got the prosthetic shoes. Nigga.
You're the pre-cum baby.
Yo,
I knew it.
I was